name is Tamas, and I've been with RMD Group since last year, October. The company has a couple other restaurants in the Gaslamp area. Two more like actually the regular restaurants, Rustic Root and Volcano Rabbit, and they also have a nightclub and a pizzeria called Ciro's. And a couple of years ago they came up with an idea to create a little higher end concept, Japanese restaurant and then a steakhouse. So they started working on that concept and started hiring about a year ago for director of operations and general managers, and that's when I joined the team. Huntress is a modern steakhouse, and Lumi, which is in the same building, on the top of the building, the fourth floor, it's an open air concept. I would say a Japanese restaurant, Nobu style Japanese restaurant. We both opened during the pandemic a couple of months ago. Lumi opened first since it made more sense to open that restaurant since they are a full open air concept restaurant. We opened on the 4th of July weekend, and ever since business has been just picking up for both of us. I've been working with Aloha for about 2 years. I worked with Aloha a year at a different property, and it's been about a year with this property. And all in all, I have great experience with it. It's very user friendly. It does what it needs to do. Love the fact that it makes management's job so much easier with the reports you can set to generate for you, and it's in your inbox in the morning, so you don't have to spend time figuring out how to pull guest average PPAs and comp list and all that stuff. You just set it up, you have it, and again, that's definitely a huge plus. Staff seems to like it. Easy to use, honestly. Whenever there needs to be an adjustment for a button, a price, I mean, you just get on the server in your office, and then the basic ones are pretty straightforward to quickly fix or adjust or just do. So definitely, all in all, a good experience so far. Honestly, the 24/7 help desk just makes my life so much easier. Not only because it's 24/7 and you can rely on those guys any given time, and there's never a wait. If there is a wait, they'll call you back as soon as they can. And they're very knowledgeable. They are honestly so patient. I mean, because at night sometimes you're just getting frustrated, like you can't figure this out, and then the guys just guide you through how to get things done. The other night I had a very good example how much they made my life easier. There was a server who comes to me after the busiest night at like 12:30. Tamas, I can't print my checkout. I'm like, okay, well, let's go take a look. And it took probably half an hour to figure out why he wasn't able to print a checkout. He had a check stuck in the cloud, an authorization pending. I wasn't able to reopen his check. I wasn't able to adjust his tip. Wasn't able to do anything, and obviously we needed to do his checkout in order to get him off the clock. So I thought we're gonna be there forever, 4 o'clock in the morning, deal with it. Then I just call Aloha, pick it up immediately. Very nice guy. They're locals, by the way, nice San Diegans, and he's like, well, have you tried to reboot your server, your main server in the office? I'm like, no, I haven't even thought of that. like, well, that might just fix your problem. I'm like, okay, well, let's do that. Then I did it, and it just fixed itself. So anyways, the guys are very nice, always available, and very knowledgeable. If they don't know the answer, they pass it on to a one level up tier team, and they'll call you back as soon as they get a hold of them, and I'm sure they'll have an answer for you. So definitely that 24/7 help desk is a huge plus in the Aloha system. Pulse app is literally from management standpoint is probably the most user-friendly app to keep live track of sales, of servers, how they doing, or if you don't actually need to get on the Aloha screen to look up any information because it's all on your phone. And you don't. The other good thing about it, you don't actually have to be physically there. You can keep track of your own business while you're on vacation or at home, day off, or whatever it is. So definitely that the Pulse app, which comes with Aloha, is one of the biggest benefit besides the 24/7 help desk. It's also very useful for managers filling up their nightly reports. They don't have to get on, print papers and then look up certain numbers, because it's literally, you pull every information or data or statistics. Everything is in that app you need for the operation. As far as my staff and Aloha, as far as that goes, when they're during operation, something always comes up. Like, hey, Tamas, we need an upcharge button for this, or we need a modifier for this. And so they are really good at taking all these notes from me, because once I create all those additional buttons which just came up throughout operation, it will make their job easier once it's done for the future. So as far as Aloha and the staff, as long as and as soon as they get used to the buttons and how to use it, it's a very user-friendly system. So never had any of them say that, oh, Tamas, we use a different system in my other restaurant, I wish that you use that too. No, it's probably actually the opposite. They do enjoy using Aloha. I come from hotel background where I used different systems, and I've been working with Aloha in standalone restaurants, and I would honestly, they do so well, and actually the second restaurant I am using Aloha is a big restaurant group where it's all Aloha is tied together. I would even recommend the system to bigger hotel F&B operations. I do see they would do well, since they do really well for this group with 6 venues tied together. So honestly, I can only say good things about Aloha to any of the other restaurant managers. Highly recommend it.